Right. So this is our first broadcast today, 16th May, 16 May 2024. So we are here to react to some of the videos from DOS. All right. So please, as you join me, I expect you to like the video, comment, tell me where you're watching from and what you think about what we are discussing. So there's a video of one of the US people. So, and that video is not the one, is not two. So many of them have made a different video. You know what that video is all about? Attacking PM and making unhealthy comments against Biafrans as a whole. Just like I said in the comment section here, in my title, the title of the video, that Nigerian government are very proud of them. When you check their antecedents, their work, what they're doing, what they believe on, and what they stand for, everything they're supporting. So you will understand that as they're called PM, government agent and all that, they are the one actually doing the agent work. You understand? Because when government listen to what they're doing, what they're saying, they have no choice than to say, okay, these people actually are working for us. I will share with us just one video, okay? I will share that video with us, then we can now move to other things, because the reason why I'm bringing them and their comments these days is because of what the soldier in Russia claimed, that he don't even follow PM, he don't care. At the same time, okay, sorry about that. Sometimes when you hear them talking about PM and all that, they are government agent, oh, you are recruited this, you are infiltrator and all that, they are actually talking about what they do. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're actually talking about what they do. Now, this one is celebrating that Biafran government in exile are being attacked. That he loves it the way they have been, to him, he said that they're busting the bubble. Kind of they are now exposing Biafran government in exile, exposing autopilot, exposing supporters of PM. Why did he say so? Because of the video of the guy in Russia. That the one that said that he's a soldier, that he's a celebrity soldier. That tells you the kind of pride that the man possessed. Telling you that he's in the Russian media today, my video is everywhere, everybody know me, everybody know me. Oh my goodness. I don't want to make this video about that man. What we are here to talk about other things, but I'm touching that for you to understand where we are going, where we are heading to. They also made the video that I'm talking about. He emphasized more on when PM posted certificate from Biafrans in Israel, that the Israeli government recognized their presence in their country and the liaison office and all that. He said, you don't use that, this thing that he's busting their bubble, that they are lying and the infiltrators are doing that, are doing this. Just tell me, if those countries did not recognize Biafran government in exile, why did they allow them to register liaison office in that country? I mean, we all can testify based on where you are living. If you are living in Nigeria, for example, for you to even have organization, you have to go through Nigeria you call it a CAC, all right? Just like registered company. And you have to provide guarantor. You have to make sure that you meet the requirement for you to be registered as a company. I'm talking about people that own business, even in Nigeria. So Imagine after listening your company, and somebody from that country is telling you that you are not recognized. I mean, does it make sense? For you to know the mentality of these people putting their names out there, trying to bring down the effort of PM and reference, they have this kind of timid manners and behaviors, whereby they are using that, that mannerism to counter what people are doing, to make sure that they bring it to ground zero. But unfortunately for them, the more they tried, the more they expose themselves. If you want to understand what their mindset, first thing you need to understand is that they don't care about what you will feel. They don't care about what you may think. Their focus is only on what they want to achieve. He said in this video that, okay, you said that you're being recognized in Israel, but Israelis are now telling Nigerian government that they are ready to establish, what they call it, a kind of, let me use the word, let me use a better word for that, because just like a technology center, innovative center, something like that, they will make sure they will expand it to, is it 13 or 30 places in Nigeria. But in his own word, he said that none of these things that Israeli government want to bring to Nigeria have any place in Southeast, not even in Ebonyi State, where PM come from. Why did he point to Ebonyi State? Because of PM. Now, you ask yourself, these people claim they are following Master Mordecai all these years. So, when Master Kano surfaced in Israel, I see you, Erin, I see you, Armstrong, I greet you people. Both of you are two commentators in this live broadcast. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please, my people, thumbs up, like the video, okay? If you cannot see the like button, then you can comment, because I just need your engagement. But if you click on like button, it simply means you are pushing the video to get to other people to understand what you are saying. Okay, thank you so much as you do so. Gail is here. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. And Smith, I see you guys. Thank you for your comments. So sometimes we have no choice than to, go hard on what you are saying, to say it the way it is without painting it cream, rubbing it cream. Michael John, I see you. When when Mazagano surfaced in Israel, that was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Then he was welcomed. Israelis welcomed him. He was safe. He don't have any issue there. What did Lai Mohammed said? He sent message to Israel, trying to see if they can, bring Mazagano back. Did Israel cut off their ties with Nigeria because of Mazagano's presence in their country? The answer is no. When Mazagano told us that the security door in Asarok is being built by Israel's company, does that make Mazagano, irrelevant in the, the alliance, the friendship of IPOB under Mazagano with Israel? Did you notice any problem with the IPOB and this Israeli government? The answer is no. So why are they now telling you, making it look as if you must do something? Why are they making it look as if you must, hate Israel for you to love Nigeria, or Israel must hate Nigeria because of you? These are diplomatic relationship between countries. You don't expect them to just, back off anything they're doing with the Nigerian government because of Biafra. That's not how it works. But let me tell you something. Israel now, if Nigeria wants to buy catapult from them, they will sell it to them. Depending on the level of catapult and equipment they want to buy. If Biafra want to buy from Israel, they will sell it. As long as we meet up to the criteria, the requirements, as a government of Biafra, you can buy it. That is why they themselves in the US cannot afford to publicly show any equipment they have purchased under IPOB as an organization. But PM can show you what he purchased under Biafran government in Israel, because that is international standard. You have to use government versus government to do that kind of transaction. These are things they don't want you to understand. But out of their own ignorance, which they themselves exposing them, nobody exposed them, they are the one bringing them, sneaking their neck out in public for people to see how rotten their understanding can be is, and what their mindset about Biafran is all about. They only want you to understand that they are maintaining structure. And by so doing, they are ready to crush on anything meaningful that is coming on the way of Biafra. Armstrong said the like button is on. The 3 dots on the top right hand corner if you are watching from YouTube. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Like button visible. Hit the like button, guys, as you are joining. Thank you so much, Sammy. I see you. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you, Armstrong. Of course, I know. I always know that you do. Thank you so much. So, Freeman is here. Good morning. Good morning to you. So, my people, when you hear them talking about we are doing this, autopilot have been exposed, all this nonsense is what they believe on, and they are trying to do blackmail. They want to do blackmail when you don't have the knowledge, you are not informed. That's why they are being deformed every now and then. Because they are not informed. Now listen to what this Okoko is saying here. Listen. Okay, the first one you hear is what is the name of this guy in Australia? He's not a DS member, so he was a kind of his voice. You hear his voice, but that his voice is a video he made explaining how Israel and Biafran, the public government in Israel, are forming an alliance and all that. But they did not allow the video of that guy to play very well. They just cut it off. Then he now starts with his own propaganda. Pay attention and listen to this.
Israel officials and their people for recognizing Biafran government as and their support to Israel. Wonderful for Biafra lovers of freedom. The way you are post a lot of pilot now. Another breaking news. The recognition of Israel.
This guy is the one they call Methuselah, right? He is the one talking, and surprisingly, I think he's back in Austria. I think he's back in Europe, because I think he was in Nigeria. Now he's back. So he said in FAA, do we shall boss and autopilot and all that. But the truth is this: you think you are exposing or disgracing or insulting autopilot or Biafran government in Israel, depending on what you may call it, the name you want to call it. All right? But the truth is that you are actually exposing yourself. Because from what you are saying here, it simply means that you don't even know what recognition of Israel, what it means. You don't even know, and I don't blame you, because you are not in for anything meaningful in Biafran or in IPOB. You guys are the, chaff in the wheat. And PM have taken, he took his time to filter you people out and expose you. Even the little job that is done on you people, you are the one finishing the job for people to see you completely.
This Israel have recognized Biafra.
He said, if Israel have recognized Biafra, listen.
I manufacture fake certificate of
that I manufacture fake certificate. You have no instrument, no contact, no connection to prove that you have done your investigation and the certificate is fake. But what you do, because you think that everybody have freedom of speech and all that, you just on your camera and start lying. I have followed PM, followed him not as a cabinet in government. It's a two different things. Followed him not because I want to expose him. No, I followed him with clear conscience, open mind, as a Biafran, as an Igbo man, to know what he's doing, what he's saying, and I can see, I can testify. I also followed you people. I have seen, I can testify. So the best person to call results is ordinary Biafran like us, ordinary Biafrans that sees what you say that you are fighting for us. We listen to this person, PM, we listen to another person, DOS, and we find out who actually is fighting for Biafrans, who actually mean good.
Recognition. As of last 2 days ago, Israel, not if this one is not recognition by talking.
Okay.
Israel have promised to build 30 innovative centers in Nigeria.
Fine. 30 innovative centers in Nigeria. Israel have promised to build 30 innovative centers in Nigeria. Not with their money. Who will finance it? Is it the Nigerian government? If they build it with their money, they have something to gain from it. It's a business, for God's sake. They are not coming to Nigeria to do charity work. Israel are not sending their troops to crush Biafrans. 80% of Nigerians in Israel today are Biafrans. So a country that welcomed you and give you work. Israel, if you go to Israel, you work. There's work there. The problem is they are not going to give you residential permit. That's it. You can't do your research. And Israel you are talking about have not come after Biafrans. What do you know about Israel that Masnakano don't know? What is it that you know about Israel? Or all of you in the US know that Biafrans don't know? I mean, if you actually fighting for Biafra and let's say what you're saying is true, that they are against Biafra, because that's what you're trying to portray here. You are trying to let the whole world know that, oh, they did not recognize you, they did not recognize Biafrans, that it was a lie. It's all about the forged information and forged document. That's what you're trying to preach here. So, assuming that it is true, and you are fighting for Biafra genuinely, are you supposed to come online to celebrate it? Use your brain. Are you supposed to come online? Let's assume now, as I am now, I love my family so much. I love my siblings. I love my community. I love my state. I'm not talking about Igbo now, though. I'm talking about from where I come from. My own immediate family, my own lineage, my own everything. I love it, isn't it? Then anything that come against those things that I love, do you expect me to come in public to start celebrating and jubilating? Oh, I am happy now that my brother, my immediate brother, that says that this person is a good friend to this family, to our family, my brother is now exposed that my brother were lying. So if I'm proud of where I come from and what I say that I love, that I'm preaching, that I'm fighting for to give freedom to them, am I supposed to be celebrating that? Anybody that is fighting for something good will never support something that will jeopardize that thing that is good. You can't. It's a common sense. It's a natural law. You don't do that. That if you see for example, some of us have children, isn't it? If something, you love your child, okay, you love your children, as a parent, you love your children. Something that will make your child to cry, that if this thing happened to your child, if your child behold that, your child will cry. If your child touch this, your child will cry. As a parent or someone that love his or child, are you supposed to rejoice for the presence of that thing that will make your child to cry? It's a common sense. And some of you jumping up and down, oh, DS, I'm and all that nonsense. You may hate PM, but what makes you, a sabot is hating PM and hate what you yourself claim that you believe on. You said that he's fighting, that PM stands against Biafra. So why must PM go as far as lying, forging documents, claiming that Israel is supporting Biafra? That you yourself said that he's a recruited agent to jeopardize the freedom of Biafra. He's not spending money, spending time to do propaganda, to preach and create awareness for that thing that you think that he's come to destroy. You want to destroy something, and first of all, you are doing something to create the awareness of that thing. Opening liaison office around the whole world. Having offices everywhere, yet he's against that structure, that Biafra that they're talking about. And yet he's doing fundraising to open offices to create awareness of something that is you yourself is telling the whole world that you come to destroy. Is only anybody that's believe these people or support what they're doing. To be honest with you, that person, you don't need to check if that person is intellectual sound, or maybe if that person have any gift of wisdom in him, because it takes someone that is very, very dumb to follow this kind of people. You must be very, very down. Your brain must be more. If I don't want to use the derivative word or insultive word or something like that, but the truth of the matter is that if you actually, in every sense, believe that these people and what they're saying is, to me, that to you, that is very, very sound and okay, that means you need to pray for God to save your brain. I'm telling you gospel truth, because if you can put a logical question towards what comes from it, what comes out from their mouth, let alone what they put in action, you will find out that these people are most dummy that anyone can see. Because you are making a video to him here now, he thinks that he's bashing on PM. We are gallant warriors. we are doing our best to bring them down. That is what you see when you abandon what you're supposed to do in your tender age and choose to join court. All these secret courts. You know what I mean by court. I'm not talking about occultic. I'm talking about court as a youth, the one that carried out in secondary school, in tertiary institutions. Those are things that make you see a matured man after spending it. Some joined it for a reason. Smart one joined, and they don't allow it to influence who they are. They don't allow it to control their being. You understand? But those ones that you are naturally incapable of reasoning, then you are also get yourself involved in something that will even destroy just few cells in your brain. Those things will crush it, because normally if your reason is 90%, okay, and you join this kind of cult and organization that I'm talking about, it will reduce your reasoning, your reason to maybe 40, 45, 50, if you're lucky, 55. All right. But if your reasoning is 50, 55, it will bring it down to 5% to 10%. That's what they do. Because in your puberty age, let's say when you are 13, 14, 15, 16, down to 18, 20 to 21, and you are already getting acquitted with every activities of court. Then when you get to 35, 40, you will still be reasoning as if your brain and your thinking ability will be sounding as if you are still in 22, 23. Though when you talk, people can see your vocal, your voice. You are sounding like a mature person. Your beard, your eyes will be red, which come from smoking and getting yourself high every time. Then people will think, this is a hitman, this is a strong man. Then when the person, anything that has to do with the brain and reasoning, the decision and reasoning will be showing you, vibes of somebody that is not well sound in middle 20s, in early 20s. I'm not saying that people in this age bracket are not reasonable enough. No. What I'm trying to tell you is that the reason capacity of that person, the strength of your reasoning will not be as high as your age. You understand what I'm talking? Like this guy, if you look at his face, he's a matured man. Let me show you. So for some of you that don't know him, look at him. If you look at him now, you can see his face. He looked matured. He's even on suit. Okay. So some may say, okay, this guy is we Igbo people have Biafran have men. We have men. Okay, you see his eyes, you see his nose, you see his lips, you see his facial structure. This is a matured man. Then you expect him to reason like a mature man, isn't it? Then hear what comes out from his mouth.
In addition to the one that is already in existence in Abuja, upon all these 30 innovation centers, none is found in the so-called Southeast.
Now, how is that fault of PM? How is this become his fault? That you are not using it to make a video against him. You are here when Buhari borrowed money from China at the expense of oil that comes from Southeast. Yet, that money was not being shared to any state in Southeast. Did you make a video to condemn that? The answer is no. And you are a mature man and you are trying to represent the Igbos. You are talking for Black France. Men, sometimes you hear them men. These are men there. Look at them. These are men there. These are the men. Men there. Not everybody that you see that is very huge, very tall, very mature in face and all that. That makes sense. Some people are just naturally dumb, naturally dummy. I'm not saying insulting you. I'm telling you the way what you are saying, how it sounds. Everyone must not know everything. You have hairs in your private bodies and all that does not make you that. It doesn't mean that you are mature mentally. It doesn't mean that. Some of us followed Master Namikano and we saw what he can do. When he talk, when he speak, even the waves understand it. You don't just talk because you want to talk. Now he's talking about recognition with action. Israel did not only recognize Nigeria, validate Nigeria, but they recognize it with action. Do you think that Israelis are stupid? They know what they're doing. Do you think they don't know that Nigerian government are financing Palestine? You think they're stupid? They have more. Israel are one of the countries. They are one of the countries that have most intelligent officers, people that gather intelligence from different parts of the world for their own good. That what they're doing today, they know what they know is because of their work, underground work, not underground US. I'm talking about people that have spies, intelligent units of Israelis as a government are up there. You can't compare it. In fact, you can US. I don't want to. UK is not, to me, it's not a war power. To me, I don't rate UK as war power. The only thing that made them great is, corruption, looting, colonization. That's what they are great in that. Making other poor countries to enrich themselves. That's their greatness. After the world, after Second World War and all that, have you seen they are managing what their past pedigree? That's what Nigeria. If Nigeria cut off from Britain today, Britain will descend. If African countries cut off with them, there will be no more. There will be just a normal play, a normal country, just without anything serious. So I don't want to make this program. I don't want to concentrate on Britain alone. But you understand what I'm saying. Some of these people need to be put to their place. Putting you in your place. I'm not saying that they should buy you, but putting you in your place simply means for people to understand your level.
I think it's a typical of in honor of the criminal of the recognition. I got Piawasa Junas.
I got Junas. This is the same man that came out few months ago saying that if not that Mazen Americano have DOS. Saying that if not that Mazen Americano has organization like DOS, that he wouldn't have support. To tell you the agenda of that most of them are shouting Oyen because of DOS. That Mazen allowed Kaba to exist. He was controlling and managing the Kaba, and they have been waiting for him to have a kind of soft heart on them. They noticed that he did not have any soft heart. There's no hope. The best, okay, they market him, they sold him out. Do you understand? They sold him out. And since they sold him out, what have they done? If not to try, they are struggling to change IPOB ideology to become, what do they call it? Pressure group. To pressurize Nigeria, federal government to be giving their representative in state, in Biafran land, something to give them. Before they decide on selling Mazen Americano, the same group of people went to Mazen Americano and told him to transform this IPOB to become political party in Nigeria, so that they will use it to reshape and make Nigerian, to divide Nigerian. Why they say divide Nigerian to Mazen Americano is just to see if they can lure him towards that. Mazen Americano will believe that, okay, let us we dominate and put president and put governors and from there we cannot declare Biafra, because they believe that Biafra is what Mazen Americano want to hear. And for you to catch somebody, play tricks with somebody, you have to use what the person loves so much. Just like when you want to trap a rabbit, you look for a favorite food of rabbit. That's what you use to trap it, to catch it. So they know that to bring Mazen Americano to this ideology, you have to use Biafra. But when Mazen Americano resist that evil, Mazen Americano know what they want to do with that, and he know what he wants. That's one thing. It's always good for you to know what you actually want. Defining what you want, it will help you to make decisions as you are going forward. Because if you are moving to what you want, you may have obstacles, you may have up and down. So if you know what you want, nobody will push you from the line. You maintain your lane. You achieve what you want because you know what you want. Armstrong said because he is a criminal. Of course, they are criminals. DOS is the worst thing that ever happened to our struggle. To be honest with you, I'm just telling the gospel truth. Even Rafa Wazirike time is more honorable than this DOS. Rafa Wazirike. He's what is the name of his movement? Masol. Rafa Wazirike's Masol, to me, is more honorable than this DOS. At least you can say that Rafa Wazirike make money, which people are accusing him. I don't have any evidence. Okay, People are accusing him that he made a lot of money because of Biafra. Fine. But he still maintained that he won Biafra. He still maintained that he won Biafra. Ralph Wazirike did not preach, okay, let's unite with their politicians. No. What made Ralph Wazirike to even have change of mind and soft heart and all that for Nigerians and Biafran and to do some transaction was because Oba family used him, did what they're trying to do to Mazi Nnamdi this time by making sure they control his military wing, by taking his commanders after they put Ralph in jail. He was in prison, just like they're visiting Mazi Nnamdi now in DSS. And in the morning, they went there with all the commanders of Masol. So when Ralph Wazirike was telling them, no, I stand on what I want, I stand on my belief, I'm not, because they are telling him to give up. He said no. This is the story that I was told. I'm not part of it. I was told what I'm telling you, and it's in the public domain. I know most of you have this, what I'm saying. And why I'm not trying to retract it is because we are witnessing the same thing in a different style. When after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi, okay, let me finish the story of Ralph Wazirike. They went there with those commanders. And Ralph Wazirike, seeing his commanders, he have no choice than to say, who am I? Because people that you are relying, that stand like your backbone, have been captured. So you're on your own. And the commanders are not even hiding it to him anymore. They're telling him, oh God, this is where we are. This is how it is, you. And the man that caused that problem, and the man that caused it, Oba, he's alive, and nobody questioned him, nobody asked anything whatsoever. He's still moving around, no problem, no question, no interrogation, nothing whatsoever. And Ralph Wazirike have no choice than to he started making some livelihood from that, because you cannot lose fighting for Biafra and also lose financially. That's how he started making. I'm not saying that what he did was right. No, it was very wrong, because even if at least you should have shown some decency or morality in that aspect. But that's a story for another day. Now they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi to do the same thing from our back family again. And then you see some of them, oh, if IPOB did not do anything, if IPOB is a lie, okay, we shall wait until Mazi Nnamdi comes out, then we'll see. But why is it that after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi, the only politician in Southeast that were too vocal and so close to the US, and some people that are claim their part and parcel of Mazi Nnamdi's family, why is it that if IPOB name begin to surface, if IPOB begin to appear in many issues, his name begin to appear in many places? Even last week, the wife of Mazi Nnamdi, telling you that he's a very good man, praising him. So that should be your concern. That should be your concern, because if IPOB is just like other politicians that the people are just calling him out for just to blackmail him, why is it that people insiders are praising him? I'm just asking. Is it just a harmless question that I'm asking? If you know, please tell us. Because to me, why must he be Oba family from Anambra? Why must he be Oba family? A question that I would like people to answer. They trapped him after buying up his commanders. Exactly. So that's what we want. If not that PM is around the corner, they would have used it on Mazi Nnamdi, and it would have been a very big shame to Mazi Nnamdi, because Mazi Nnamdi had been criticizing Ralph Wazirike. Genuine criticism, which I'm not saying that is wrong, is very, very genuine and right thing to do, because the way he gave up and all it looks as if he was not even serious with the agitation. That one aside, The work of PM after the kidnap of Master Makan is to for some of us it's just normal thing. It doesn't mean much. But when you think deep, that is not ordinary. Go and ask Rafa what happened to him. These people like this guy talking here now, they were waiting. Why pretending that you have been kidnapped? We don't know what to do, we don't know what to say and all that. They were waiting, all of them were waiting because they know there's a mega money coming up. So when PM then sit at home, it was like a hell. How dare you? How dare you? The best way to make masses, ordinary Biafrans to believe that PM is actually coming after their livelihood is to start, you are destroying the economy of an Igbo. The same economy that you have been shouting that Igbos are not allowed to control the economy, that you need a restructure. Since when Igbo have their own economy separate from the one of Nigeria? I mean, do we have a central bank in Eastern region that controls the GDP of Eastern part? That you are destroying the economy, you are destroying the economy. Because PM has been destined to use his brain, and God molded him for this. Even PM don't even know. But as day goes by, the whole thing is now becoming clear to PM. He started understanding the whole thing, and everything decision he made have a deeper reason to that. Imagine the whole turning against you, even to the extent that those that have bigger platform that were shouting Biafra, including Chidowaya. Most of them, all of them were, PM, Simon Ekpa. You are trying to do this, you are trying to do that. Simon Ekpa, he's a nobody, he's a work in Finland, he's a nobody, he's one room agitator. He's nobody, who knows him? Nobody, he's a 2 weeks, he will be gone. Oh God. You don't know that Biafrans also have their own mindset. You have not conquered Biafrans. So how dare you thinking that you can conquer their reasoning and their belief? You don't do that. Master Namakan know what it took him to have support of Biafrans. You think you just wake up one day and start shouting Biafra, I support you. Just like as I'm broadcasting now, all right? Not everybody like what I'm saying. And for you to even like what I'm saying, that simply means that you have listened to one or two things that one of my broadcasts. You don't just see my face and like me. Who does that? You must check who this person is, what is he saying, can we trust what he's saying? Is what he's saying is in line with what you yourself know? These are things that make you to like somebody. You don't just wake up and say, like, most of you were not, nobody knows you people. Methuselah and people like him, they were broadcasting before the coming of Master Samarepa in the struggle. Why is it that when PM joining, people begin to throw support and like to him than you that have been there for a long time? And now that Master Kano that give you relevance in the first place, no more, you still think that people who don't throw support on you all this while, when you are broadcasting before the arrival of PM in IPOB, will all of a sudden follow you and believe you. Isn't the issue again, man? Why people follow and listen to PM is this. One, the ideology of Master Americano is what PM is following. Whether you like it or not, is your cup of tea. Until this day, PM don't buy people. He don't create gangsterism. PM don't support anything cabal. But the same thing that Master Kano has been preaching against, fighting you people, giving you many of you that are shouting DS are wise. Many of you have started suspension under Master Kano because of your secret moves to build cabal in your own country where you reside. That IPOB family in Belgium, IPOB families in Spain, IPOB families in India, IPOB families in all these countries. Most of you, the coordinators and officers there, have served suspension under Master Kano because of your ulterior motive to promote and to champion cabal. Master Kano gave you suspension. And then after serving that suspension, you not turn back, trying to, glorify that cabal again in disguise that you are maintaining structure of Master Kano. And you think that people don't pay good attention to what you guys are saying and what you're doing. I mean, It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I will play his. Let's listen to this video because this is just 2 minutes 20 seconds video that he made, and I will just his supporters cut it and posted it. Then we are writing on it. Evie said, DOS are not fighting for any independent state of Biafra. All they want is better Southeast region under Nigeria. No, they are not even fighting for better Southeast under Nigeria. Nobody do. Even the governor don't fight for better Southeast under Nigeria. You know why? They themselves understand that the system cannot guarantee you a better region, even in the West, in the Southwest. You don't. Because for you to claim that you have to, there's something that must happen before you can also fight for a better region in Nigeria. One is restructure. Then when you talk about restructure, people that control the country will tell you that you are mad. So how can you achieve if that is what you want to achieve? And they know this for a fact. Why is it that if they are actually fighting for better Southeastern in Nigeria, why are they not channeling their energy, pushing, since they are good in doing this kind of pressure group work? Why are they not putting their strength on pushing Nigerian state to restructure Nigeria? Do you know what restructure means? It is easier for Fulani people to tell you go and have your Biafra than to restructure. It is very easy. They will never ever support a restructuring. No imam, no Islamic cleric, nobody will make Fulani cabals to stand on their feet supporting restructure. It can never ever happen. And politicians and people claiming they want to give you a better Southeastern and others, they know this. That is why once they talk about restructure, once in a blue moon, they will voice it out. If they actually know that this is what will give them a better region and all that, they would have maintained it consistently, telling you that the restructure, you know. But when Biafrans push, they will say, okay, to calm the gullible ones down, they will start telling you, this country is God bless this country, everything is working fine. The only thing we need is restructure. All of a sudden, they are now having conference where they are discussing restructure, how to restructure this country. And in that conference, normally, who do we see there? Yorubas and Igbos, and few middle belt. No more Fulani politicians, those that are strong leaders. You don't see them there. That was why Shetima couldn't hold it anymore. Before the election, he said that restructure my food. The video were trending. Restructure my food, and that is the mindset. In fact, he said that for some of us that are still doubting that he can restructure, to understand, to see through that comment that he made. Then you want to be a pressure group in Nigeria using IPOB, because that's what gives you relevance. You think that this IPOB. That's why they keep on telling every other people, don't use IPOB. Why don't you form your own name? Use your own name. Why don't you then change the name IPOB? Because when you said IPOB, you are actually trying to drag people to that. Now you don't feel comfortable when people mention IPOB. But in your own definition of IPOB, you told us that IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra, not indigenous DOS of Biafra. I don't know, because you made it indigenous. So why is it so? Why do they have this kind of changes? They want you to stop using it because they know that IPOB is what everybody know, and they want to maintain on that to build this their pressure group to finish. 3 years of kidnapping, 2 years after kidnapping of Mass Namdekan, no single movement, no single achievement, no single effort. You can't see any of them. They only maintain they are fighting Nigerian peacefully, and Nigerians are fighting them violently.
I tell you, outside on the Airport Road, which is the key centre, working on innovation. And over the next year, we will be working with our partners there to open 30 more innovation centres across the country, based out of universities primarily, but also in other areas, aiming to attract young Nigerians to give them the skills and the technology that we can to help create. I'd very much like to invite you to visit the centre at some point at your convenience, so you can see quite what an amazing place it is and quite what a difference it's making. The second area is agriculture. Israel is probably the world leader in agriculture. And we would like to work with your office and with you to increase capacity particularly for women farmers, and for farming generally in this country.
So the voice you just heard is this representative discussing this with Nigerian, probably foreign affairs, I don't know. All right. One thing we have to, make clear here is these people that are telling you that building innovation in Nigeria simply means that nobody supports the Afghan government in Israel. It is a lie. It is a lie from pit of hell. Pure lie. You understand? So if you hear them talking about that, they are just using to do their propaganda. You focus on Israeli government building an innovative center, whatever they call it in Nigeria, and you don't talk about license offices that are being opened worldwide. So that tells you all you need to know about them. So guys, we are going to end it now. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate. We are going to be live again. We have other things to discuss, but we have spent a lot of time here to explain, to reason deep on what this guy and people like him are preaching and doing their propagandas against the federal government in Israel, most especially against PM. Please, guys, I have a backup channel that I want you to subscribe for me. If you can, I will appreciate it. Car Report Clip News. Okay, I have the video on my community. Let me see if I can share it here, so that some of you that have not subscribed, please go and subscribe to that, because I don't want anything to happen to this channel that we don't have no other place to fall back. So I just want you to help me on that. It doesn't cost too much. Subscription is free. Please help me on that. Please. Just give me a moment. Let me bring it up. Oh, Freeman, thank you. Happy woman. I see you. DS and Nigeria. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Just a moment. Let me. Okay. This is the channel. Please, if you can help me subscribe there, I will appreciate it. This is the channel. This is the link. This is the link. I just opened it newly because when people are complaining about that you can't see link like button here, I have to open another one to avoid the people that are on the platform kicking us out for no just reason. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to this channel, and if you have not subscribed here, please subscribe. All right, like the video, share it, so that people will understand what people are doing and the intention of their blackmail. Bye bye for now. Thank you, and see you again. Thank you all.